careful as what we're doing with these singers now. Are they going to make it? Yes, they will in some cases. Some people will not have a major career. They might be in the smaller houses and be extremely happy. But what you've got to understand, you're not going to make it to the top table. You're just not. Some do, and it's still a struggle. And some I've seen who are on their way, and suddenly say, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to leave. And two people from my country have done that, and they've decided it's just too much. So I have to sort of put it to all these young people, if you really want to do it, the profession does choose you. You do not choose the profession. No matter how much you try, you do not choose it. It chooses you. The doors open when you're good, and you can go through. One of my students, who only 3 years ago my foundation supported, was a very small amount of money. He was giving English lessons and piano lessons, something like that, and he was absolutely exhausted. And we said, well, how much money would it take to just sort of help you a little bit? Well, it was very little. With that, he could stop overworking, he could take his studies very seriously, and he came to the house, because I normally have the students that I've got, which is about 10 or 12 throughout the world, and he came to the house one day and I said, I think you've got to change your singing teacher. This is not working. So within a very short time, he changed the singing teacher. Then he won several competitions in England, and he went on to win another competition somewhere else in the world. And he is now in New Zealand singing a role in an opera. He will be coming back to sing. He's just taking off. You see, so where it was all going wrong, one small amount of money helped him just take the edge off the exhaustion he was experiencing. And that's, as I say, the profession chooses you. You do not choose the profession. And that's hard for the young people. They don't quite, I can see them looking at me thinking, I don't believe you. I do not believe you. So I'd say it to them so many times, just think about it. But you can see them, they go blank, and they're not going to listen. So I hope one day, when they come back to me and say, you were right, it did not choose me. I wanted it so much. So let's... nice. A lot of the... Okay. So you've done that, so this next phase you could start, and then bring it up again between the two of you. Just do that one again, from the morire. Quiet here. First one light or something, but you don't have to do it because you have to do it because it's like, make sure that there's some intelligence behind it. Most important thing is you're doing those phrases together and they link, and then we do it again, but it's more meaningful again. It's got a bit more sort of drive in it. Okay, so we're going from there. Muji, the first one. Muji. Your first one would have been lighter to me, and then you could build up on the second phrases. What do you think? Try it. Nice and quiet on this one. It's not the easy one, it's an easy aria to sing, but it sort of goes nowhere, doesn't it? Is there anything else in this opera that it does? The whole opera goes a little bit like that, doesn't it? And I find that you have to really find a way around them, and you need a nice ending. It's not there. A bit of spark. Okay, well, I think you could. Do you do this very often?
Not that often.
No, I can understand that. No, when you are singing music, and okay, you go into the opera and you sing it in the opera, and it's okay, it's lovely. But when you are doing an aria, it's got to be something that's got life in it, doesn't it? Someone will say to me, "Oh, how terrible of you to say this hasn't got life." Well, it has life in the opera, but here for a one-off, you think, well, maybe the audience, we've lost the audience, because it repeats so many times. What you don't want to do is lose your audience. And I find that sometimes if it's got round and round, there's one little girl I was teaching, and I said, "What are you singing?" And it was something, I think it was a handle, and I said, "You're wasting your time, it's boring. So find something that's, we're all going to love it, she loves it." You could see it, she was struggling through it. So I find it's not the easiest aria. I think I sang it myself a little way back. And most people found it 40 years ago exactly the same. So anyway, if you have to do it, you have to do it. But you're lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much.